Good morning. My name is Nicole and I'm completing my final year of a Bachelor of Commerce, majoring in both marketing and public relations and social media. In the duration of my learning, I have found a particular interest in the Marketing 311 Brand Management Unit. The Brand Management Unit sparked my interest as it comprehensively explored the various strategic decisions that need to be made to create a successful brand. Prior to this unit, I had no understanding of the integral role that branding plays in contemporary marketing. In marketing, ethical misconduct can be related to decisions in the field of market research, advertising, communication channels, and pricing strategies, which all cause a reaction within greater society. A business can easily fall into unethical market research practices by utilizing technology to gather information from consumers without their consent. Marketing advertisements similarly allow for many unethical strategies as they can be wrongly utilized to mislead customers at the benefit of profit. Communication channels can be used by a business to make unsolicited marketing cold calls with the intention of selling a good or service. The price of a product can be drastically discounted, only for the consumer to find out that the good is no longer available, which is also known as bait and switch. So how can a marketer best avoid accidentally or deliberately misleading and exploiting their customers? The best strategy is for a business to demonstrate ethical marketing and implement the corporate social responsibility model to guide all marketing decisions. In marketing, ethics are the underlying factor of all marketing efforts that determine the overall morale of an organization. Ethics are particularly crucial for marketing, as the lines are commonly blurred between trying to sell, promote a product or service with only profits at mind, and trying to sell, promote a product or service in an honest and fair approach. The choice of these two options lies at the hands of the organization and will greatly be determined by whether any ethical guidelines are put in place to govern the marketing strategy. Therefore, ethical marketing is integral to be integrated by any business as it reflects the business's core values and morals to stakeholders and customers. By practicing ethical marketing, the image of the company will be enhanced and long-term relationships with customers and stakeholders are strengthened, as the foundation of the marketing efforts display moral values of transparency, honesty, and responsibility. Whilst businesses may be able to unethically gain short-term competitive advantage and benefit from an increase in profit, these gains are inherently time-bound and can have serious repercussions. To better understand the nature of ethics in marketing, the deontology theory similarly explores that rather than focusing on the consequences of an action, marketers need to focus decisions around whether they are right or wrong, as the ends do not justify the means. The inclusion of the corporate social responsibility model recognizes that a business wants to be socially accountable for their ethical marketing decisions. Incorporating this approach requires for a business to make a conscious positive impact to the environment, society, and stakeholders. In return, it demonstrates to society that the business practices ethical and responsible marketing that enhances matters from the core through to all external matters. As a future marketer, I hope to work for a company within the health and fitness sector. However, I can imagine that it could become difficult to implement ethical marketing strategies if I am working for a company that does not have ethical and moral values as part of their core business strategy. If this was the case, I would ensure that my marketing efforts are guided by the CSR model and abide the philanthropic, ethical, economic, and legal responsibilities that CSR entails. This will ensure that my work is of a high ethical standard. This model would be particularly relevant in terms of advertising, as this is where most businesses incorporate unethical practices to gain profits. If my future career is within the health industry, I would be aware that as a marketer, it is unethical for me to create advertisements that mislead or confuse consumers by distorting or hiding the truth or making misleading claims. It is unethical for me to do so, as consumers do not have the same knowledge as I do of the product's ingredients, production, benefits, and side effects. This gap in knowledge in consumers needs to be acknowledged by marketers through ethical and responsible marketing strategies that allow consumers to trust the legitimacy and intentions behind a product being offered to them. For example, I would not market a protein bar as being low in calories if in fact the product is high in calories. The deontology theory confirms this assumption, as it is my role as a marketer to ethically sell a product, and it is inherently wrong to deliberately mislead consumers. Thank you so much for listening to my multimedia presentation.